Ladies, oh, where's my microphone? There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game today. It's Aston Villa away at Chelsea. And I've already lost my headphones for my TV, so I'll have to go grab that in a sec. But it's Aston Villa away at Stamford Bridge. I'm a little bit late, but I am live now. Hello to everybody. I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok, as always. If you do bear with me, I do actually have to get my headphones. I can't believe I forgot. So I'll be back in 1 second. Why did I unplug these? There was no reason for me to unplug it, and now I don't know where they are. My earphones I plug into my TV. I moved them for some reason. Why would I do that? I have no idea why I would do that. You've probably never seen that. But I have earpods in. Just bear with me, stream. What a start. Right, I got them. We move. Apologies, I've just had loads of difficulties today, man. Technical difficulties into missing earphones, AirPod, whatever you want to say. And the players getting onto the pitch. Oh my god, I'm so late today. Just bear with it. I need to now plug it into the back of the TV. Oh, for God's sake! I'm just not having any luck today. What's going on? There we go. I couldn't even plug it in. Anyway, it is Aston Villa away at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and I did a TikTok video just before I went live. I don't know. I'm not massively looking forward to this. This could be a bad one today. I'm gonna try and be positive, but it could be bad. How you doing? Ray says yes, he's live, most underrated TikTok creator. Thank you, man. Really do appreciate that. And Dean says, Merry Christmas, but 0% chance we win. We have had 30% shots on target all season. Ball record. No, we have a good record against Chelsea. We've beat them at the Bridge twice now in a row. So, you never know. Should be a powerhouse. They'll double up on Watkins and Rogers. 3-1 could be 0-0. Overall, it's poor record. I think, look, we haven't been good this season. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, right? We have been quite poor. I think we were better against Juve, but we are winless in 7, and there's no way you can duck that. There's no stat I can really say to kind of say that's, you know, there's nothing I can say to soften that blow, that we are winless, unfortunately, in 7. However, you never know in these games. You never know. I think Villa, we've got our defence back. We've had injury issues, and Konza's now back fully fit. So is Kamara now, you know, playing multiple games. Bailey dropped because Bailey's not been good this season. So I'm cautiously optimistic about today. Cautiously optimistic. But I still worry. I worry that it could be bad. Real says, I have a feeling you're going to smash it. I mean, I don't know where the goals are coming from. In all fair, if that's true, where are the goals coming from? And he's shocked 3-0 win. Would be incredible, but we don't seem to have many goal scorers. Already prepared yourself for the loss. I mean, you've got to, at least with Villa this season, in the last few weeks, you have to mentally prepare for a defeat. It all started at that Bournemouth game. All started there. That game, the Evan Nilsson header, and we've just been living like a fever dream like ever since. That header killed us. 96th minute dagger to mean we didn't win that game, and it's absolutely killed us since. Ugh, man. What would you say is your worst sort of season? Spurs. Oh, there's no debate. It's just Spurs. That second half was an absolute piss take. And we were really good first half. I thought we were the better team in the first half, but a completely different team for them and us turned up. It's like the second half, they played their senior team, and we played our under 12s. Like, we got absolutely railed. And And yeah, that was tough because it happened in just one half of football. We're about to be underway at the bridge. Thanks, mate. Sakib says he's also preparing himself for a loss, and Lulu says not a single one of our players look a threat on goal. That's an issue. Where are our goals, man, this season? Where are the goals? We've had issues with goal scorer. You take Diaby out of the team, you sell him to a Saudi side, and then Bailey's off form. That's a lot of goals missing from last season, just on 2 players. Ollie Watkins scored an insane amount of goals last season. He's had an okay start. Bloody hell. There was a foul there on Konza and he just stopped still. He should have played to the whistle there, but scary times. Yeah, so I don't know where goals are coming from, you know. Tielemans does score sometimes, but usually from distance, and it's like long-range screamers. Yeah. Streaming Villa's funeral. I mean, I'm just going to say, that's getting screenshot. If any negative result happens to Chelsea, that's getting screenshot. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, my friend. Dean says, our defence is horrendous. Where is Mings? I mean, Mings, I don't know. Came back from injury, picked up the ball in his own box and dipped. Dean said, there's no chance we win it. It could be 4-1. This is negative from Dean. 4-1, could be 1-0, could be 0-0. One of those scorelines will happen if they double on Watkins and Rogers. Our goals will come from nowhere. Awkward pass back from Enzo to Sanchez. He thumps it long to the halfway line, won back initially by Konza, kept in play actually by Philogene really well, and a foul surely, and it is a free kick to Aston Villa within 2 minutes. Really well played from Philogene as an awkward ball to keep in play. And how you doing, Jerome? That's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to time that guy out. I hate this on TikTok. I always get bots, man. And they spam my chat. It's so annoying. Do you see Carlos against Juventus? At one point, he won the ball and legged his way down. He did, but he didn't do anything with it. He did so well then. And then I think he had like a deer in headlights moment and just did not know what to do. And he just gave the ball away in a silly situation. All right, if the bot chats again, we'll just time it out. Because for some reason, the messages aren't loading on my phone. Hopefully he doesn't yap. But yeah, 2 minutes gone. Chelsea 0, Villa 0. Very slow start for both teams. Martinez does go long looking for Philogene. Chelsea look like to be playing, I think, a back 3, potentially a back 4. Philogene does brilliant to keep it in play against Cucurella. Flicks a pass looking for Rogers, and the clearance deflects off Morgan Rogers, and it goes to a Chelsea throw-in right by the corner flag. He needed help there. Got a little bit of help. Not enough. Yeah, he got to the box, just stops. I don't think he knew what to do. I don't think there's often in his career been in those situations and knew what to do, which is quite funny. But he needed to make a faster decision. He could have played the simple pass. As soon as he had it, he had Watkins running down the right wing, and he could have just played that simple pass and not thought too much about it. That would have been, I think, what most players would have done in that position. Maybe he was like, oh, there's space to run into. I'm just going to carry on running. I'm running. And he's like, okay, now what do I do? Oh, that's brilliant from Ollie Watkins. And he's given, I can't believe the referee's given a foul for that. They're both players holding on to each other. So I think it's fair game to play on. But apparently the referee says Watkins did enough for a foul. Defenders will always get that leniency, I guess. Same with goalkeepers. Next video, Villa funeral and clown me. Yeah, exactly. So people in my comments saying things like, I'm going live for Villa's funeral. It could be right, but it's funny. It's great content if we win today. I'm going to use that comment in the video. Pass or shoot, one of mine is just this, so you know. Yeah, he got dispossessed. Yeah, I bet Carlos blasts a ball, but I don't think it's accurate. I reckon he sends the ball into orbit or just takes out a fan in Rose End. You know, one of the two. It goes over the stand or into someone's face. But I guarantee it will be a missile. Absolutely guarantee that. Is Cucurella for Chelsea? Their formation is difficult. I didn't get to see on TNT what it is. But it looked like to me is either Caicedo at right back or they're playing a back three with wing backs. But it's a bit bizarre. Pedro Neto, former Wolves player as well, could really do him not scoring today. Please, not a Wolves cunt, man. I can't deal with Wolves fans, man, because they'll just be in the comments. That's brilliant, by the way, from Morgan Rogers. That's a foul, referee. That's a foul on Morgan Rogers, which has not been given. It's from behind as well, from Colwill. He just completely took out Rogers there. He did not touch the ball. The referee doesn't say he touched the ball. He waved away the foul, which is ridiculous. And I think Rogers has pointed to the referee. That's one foul already that he's missed. We've got Philogene out wide. Some football predictors thought we were going to play Rogers out wide with maybe McGinn as the shadow, but it is McGinn one side, Philogene the other. Dreadful pass. Had to be kept in play by Neto. He had to really drop... Sorry, Sancho, I should say. He had to really drop back to keep the ball in play. Chelsea still have it with Caicedo into Colwill. It is still Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 0. Guys, I'm live on TikTok and YouTube. If you haven't already, please do double tap the screen. Maybe share if you like. Would be fantastic. I'm live, like I said, on both platforms. So if you want to watch me elsewhere, you can. We've got stats on screen, which I'm going to put on now. There we go. And we've got the lineup here. Boom. Oh, goal Chelsea. Goal Chelsea, Jackson. I was trying to edit my stream already, and Nicholas Jackson has scored. I didn't even see the shot. I'm trying to fix something on stream. I look over, Jackson has a shot, hits the post and goes in. For goodness sake, man. Villa want a foul. See if we'll get it. I literally missed what happened. Cross from the right. Oh, what a ball. Good header away by Konza. Is it Philogene dispossessed? Philogene dispossessed. Good cross from Cucurella. How Jackson has space there to score, I don't know. All I'm going to say is, if there was a foul in the Villa game against Juve, if there was a foul on the keeper, there's more of a foul there on Philogene. But we won't have the goal ruled out. You know, we won't be the team to scam. We just get scammed. And we still have Jadon Philogene down here, but it is 1-0 to Chelsea already in this game. Oh, Cucurella possibly just touches... Yeah, he just about gets to the ball before he smacks into Philogene. Goodness sake, man. Goodness sake. How do you know I could watch the Spurs game? How do you know is it not on TV? I'm guessing that you can go on like several of the websites online. I used to use Total Sport Tech. I don't know how good Total Sport Tech is these days. But yeah. Is your prediction out the window? Yeah, terrible start to the game. And already a clean sheet down. And it is 1-0 to Chelsea. Jackson's goal. I mean, it's terrible defending, to be honest. I don't know what we're playing at. Jackson gets in between two defenders, squeezes a shot in at the near post. The worst thing to happen is to concede a goal with their first shot. A team that's not very confident right now in Aston Villa. It could be a very long day. I did say this. It could be a long day today. We've not had a great start. We're giving the ball away again here, but it is just about won back by John McGinn. Torres, he's had a lot of the ball already, Pau Torres, but we're trying to go out of the way of Chelsea's press. We can't seem to find the space. Villa still haven't tweeted that we're 1-0 down, by the way. I'm just trying to see if Villa replies. Poor pass forward from Torres, one back. Wow. Villa really struggling with the Chelsea press already. Got booted from a Villa group for saying it was going to be a long season 10 matches ago. I mean, to say 10 games ago was silly because we were doing well at that point. It's only the Bournemouth game started all this. We're literally ruined by Bournemouth. Ruined by Bournemouth. Is Torres. Where is the best goalkeeper in the world? He's playing at the Bridge, mate. Good ball. Looking for Watkins, but slightly... It looked like a good ball at first. Slightly overhit. And it goes into the arms of Robert Sanchez. With Sanchez in goal, I always feel like there's an opportunity, you know? There's always a chance. I think he's one... Jackson. Sanchez, I think, is one of the worst keepers in the league. So I always feel like there's an opportunity. Ooh... Well dribbled out by Lavia. I had to look at who that was. Because there was a decent press there from Philogene, just squeezed away. McGinn fouled. And Caicedo's fuming at the decision. Champions of Europe. You do realise we won it, right? Maybe you should brush up on your history. Unless you're not a Villa. You might be... I mean, you could be a Chelsea fan not knowing. You could be a Villa fan singing it. But both teams here have won it, so I don't know what's the point of singing it. There we go. We got another bot. So we're gonna terminate the bot here. If we can. Oh my god. Can my phone work, please? This is the second time now. Alright. Click and mute. Boom. We hate bots on this account. Guys, we have 117 viewers on TikTok. I appreciate you all as always. Please do double tap the screen. Like, follow, share, all that good stuff. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. We got stats on screen as well if you want to watch on YouTube. So feel free. Villa Enthusiast says, "Hi AJ, how you doing, mate?" Yeah. Doing great. Doing great. Yeah, it is 1-0 already. Jackson. First shot of the game. Only shot of the game still. Awkward ball back to Martinez. The Chelsea press is... I mean, it was good, but we've just passed right through it like it didn't exist. Lovely 1-2 with John McGinn and Digne. And that's brilliant. Wow, that is fantastic. Villa played right through it. It's a 4-on-3 hit. Digne, can he get it right? Cross comes in towards Philogene. On the volley! Oh! Just wide. It's kept in play if he gives that as a foul and fuming. Referee doesn't. It's Tielemans' chance. On his right foot, can he shoot? He goes down. Waves away a penalty, the referee does. Oh my god. Huge chance of Villa wasted. And now here come Neto on the break. It's end to end here. Chelsea with Neto. Former Wolves. Pedro Neto. That's always going wide. Always going wide. Oh, but I'm on TikTok. I stream on TikTok and YouTube, mate. But Yuri Tielemans tried to get on his right foot. Lavia. Oh. Doesn't... He makes contact, but not enough for a foul. Flag goes up for Jackson. I had to pause then, because Jackson had the ball, but he was offside. It does show we're going to have a threat here, and I know Chelsea's press is good, but we played right through it, cut them to pieces, and had a 4-on-3 there. And if we timed that well, it should have been an opportunity for Aston Villa. Should have been an opportunity. Bray says, I have faith. CN220 says, we're just asleep. Come on, you all, says, drawing coming. I mean, I don't know where our goal's coming from. We create chances because our manager's brilliant, but we don't have the players for it. Villa fans singing, "Is this a library?" at the Bridge. Long ball forward, cushion back towards Davidson. It's not Davidson, is it? It's Robert Sanchez. In my head, my brain always thinks it's Davidson Sanchez. It's the centre-back who played for Spurs. Here's Enzo Fernandez for Chelsea. Quarter of an hour gone here. Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 0. Sancho against Cash. Twisting and turning. Cuts inside Cash. But Cash does get just about enough on the ball to dispossess Sancho. Good ball into Kamara as well. Villa could be on the break. John McGinn scoops a long ball looking for Ollie Watkins. Good pass into Ollie. Ollie does brilliantly. It's an own goal here. Ollie Watkins. Save. No. Ollie Watkins misses a huge chance for Aston Villa. Oh, Ollie in on goal. And his shot was straight at Sanchez. 1-on-1 with Robert Sanchez. And he puts it straight at the goalkeeper. Oh my God. Brilliant bit of skill to get in on goal, but you got to score those. Villa with the best chance of the game, and we're 1-0 down. Ollie in on goal, one-on-one with Sanchez, on his right foot, on an angle, and he just side foots it straight down the middle of the goal. Terrible, terrible finish. Got to score that. It does mean that we can, there's some positivity in this. We've, 15 minutes, we've already had a massive chance in the game, and we should have had two. I mean, we had a 4-on-3, so it should have led to another massive chance. That is promising, but that's really poor. Really poor of a shot. My God, man. You've got to finish those. You've got to finish those. Sanchez is bad keeper as well. And he's just made it. He's made like the save so easy. No, I'm not doing it today, Villa Enthusiast. I'm having day off. Oh my God. I'm still stunned as to how he's missed that. That is literally the striker's dream. In on goal. No defender in sight, and you still can't score. In fact, he could have passed it back. He had options in the box. He could have actually been unselfish and played the ball to Philogene, but you would expect any striker to shoot that. I wanted him to shoot that, and he fluffed it, man. Oh, I'm sick of the bots already, man. I'm absolutely sick. Go away. I have to block all these, and they still come out, bruv. Emi Martinez. Very slow from Villa. I don't know why we're taking our time. Yeah, Watkins should have scored. Awful finish. Full-time prediction. This could be anything from 4-0 Chelsea to 2-1 Villa. I have no idea. This could be a mess today. I imagine we concede another goal because defensively we're shocking this season. Philogene. I had a good start actually in this game, Philogene. Cucurella, that's an awkward back pass. And Watkins will chase that, but it's really well defended, while Cucurella needs to thank Colwell for really good defending there, because that is a dismal back pass. Samuel says 1-0 way. It should be 1-1. Ollie Watkins with a 1-on-1, and he should have buried. The most clear 1-on-1 you'll see this season, and he put it straight down the middle of the goal. Feel like signing a new contract with Duran was a mistake. He's been poor. Duran has... His form has fizzled out a little bit, but he's not the only one. He's not the only one, in fairness. Dean says, why can't we just have nice things? AJ, how many games this season we've seen Watkins just white? He has, I think this has been like a 6.5 out of 10 for Ollie. We know how good Ollie can be, so his standards need to be high. And he's had an okay start to the season, but yeah. Cold Palmer. I've not even seen Palmer. Is Palmer even playing? I don't think he's playing, is he? Guys, we've got 222 viewers on TikTok. I appreciate you all as always. Please do double tap the screen. Any likes, follows, shares will be appreciated. And we are live as well on YouTube. If you want to go over AJS TV, I've got stats on screen. I mean, just to say some of them right now, they're very sad. The stats right now are not looking too good. Oh, bear with me. I just need to change one thing on screen. I'm saying that, I imagine Ollie's must be like 0.7 XG. Surely it's got to be high. Has to be high. Yeah, that shot was given a 0.39. You got to score those, man. That's kind on Villa as well. I just think you got to score those chances. Villa 43% of the ball, 2 shots, 2, but very equal in shots and chances. Just seeing the chance again with Ollie, he does really well. He gets the wrong side of Colwell. He actually rolls Colwell, sends him to Tesco. But he does so well to get into the position, and then his shot is abysmal. He scuffs. He really does scuff it. He really does scuff it into the floor, man. Kieran, you have eyeballs. There is a score on screen. You physically cannot miss it. Emi Martinez goes long. Kamara. That's a poor clearance. Villa get it straight back with a 1. Basically just played a 1-2 with the Chelsea man. McGinn, 3 men on him. That's a great ball into Watkins. Watkins gets Fofana. And he's dispossessed. It's not been a great game for Ollie at all, has it? Not been a great game. He did roll for Fofana last time, but not this time. I should, yeah. That's a great idea. I thought he was getting top 4. Long season, mate. Well, have Liverpool won the league? Have they? Because we're in November. So, what have they? Have they already done it? Because according to you, season's over. So, what? Have City not won the league yet? Our defense is not strong enough since last season. Well, injury issues haven't helped, but our defense has been shocking, isn't it? Really has been crap. The Villa fans are the only fans I've heard sing all game, by the way. Terrible home support from Chelsea. They don't sing, man. This is like it's like watching Anfield. Where they're singing at. Villa just got a pen, you're behind. No, we haven't. Sancho. Into Claret. My stream's probably ahead of yours. Lavia, good ball into Sancho. Tries to cut in past Cash. Cash does really well, offside given. High line of Villa does well here. Yeah, he is offside. He is offside. Villa's high line. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Oh, man. 22 gone for Chelsea 1. Aston Villa 0. Man, the Villa crowd are so loud here. Doing more than the club right now. I say that as Ollie Watkins should have made it 1-1, but it just feels that way this season. Tielemann's just dispossessed over nothing. Palmer, great save by Emery Martinez. Back pass given. Oh my, what are we doing? A back pass has been given here. Chelsea get a free kick. It's a back pass. It's not a penalty, you moron. Mate, you need to know the rules. It's an indirect free kick. I don't even think that's a back pass. I just think he's tried to control the ball. He's tried to control the ball. Come on, bro. But that's poor. It's. I don't think he needed to touch it. What's happened is we got dispossessed. Palmer shot, brilliant save by the keeper, and then Pau Torres comes over to help, and he tries to control the ball, but I think his ball control is terrible. And Martinez picks up the ball. I don't think it's a back pass. I think it's really harsh. It's a poor touch from Torres, which has led to this, but it is an indirect free kick. So we're gonna have like everyone on the goal line. For some reason, Harrison, who I thought you knew, bull, says penalty. It's no penalty. Yeah, my bad, ignore that. So we've got everyone on the goal line here. You never see this in games. You very rarely do. It's an indirect free kick for Chelsea, and it's a massive chance for Chelsea. It's such a silly mistake to make. It's just not a back pass. I am absolutely adamant on this. It's not a back pass. He controls the ball. Yeah, even the commentators just said it as well. He wouldn't call it a back pass. So I'm not the only one saying this. He's tried to control it. He's just tried to control it, and it's got away from it. All it is Pau Torres' ball control was a bit poor there, and then Martinez just comes to help him out. It's not a back pass. It's never a back pass. But it is an indirect free kick for Chelsea. And realistically, you probably should score this. It's a free kick like 10 yards out. Closer than the penalty spot. It's literally closer than the penalty spot. But we do have everyone here. Please, man. It's probably going to be Palmer. Great save! Martinez, Lavia, yeah! Brilliant block from Philogene. We defend the indirect free kick. It was a brilliant save, Martinez. And it was a brilliant block as well. Come on. Cross from the right. Goes right through. And a foul given as well. But Villa survived the indirect free kick. And you got to score those realistically. I mean, it's a tap-in almost. What a save, Martinez. What a save. And Kamara on the block on the follow-up. Terrible shot from Palmer. You got to score that. That's awful from Cole Palmer. Absolutely dismal. You got to score them. He hits it straight at Martinez. It's an absolutely terrible shot from Palmer. Wow. Crazy game. Neither did you, apparently, Harry. Watkins into Rodgers. Into Torres. It's just depressing now. Was it a tap? No, what do you mean was it a tap in? Was Jackson's goal a tap in? No, it was a good finish for their first goal. But Chelsea have just had an indirect free kick because of an apparent back pass. I still disagree with the back pass decision. But the shot from Palmer was awful. It was a good save from Martinez, but it's straight at him. And then the follow-up from Lavia was blocked by Kamara. So there's a real wasted opportunity for Chelsea. You'll probably get like maybe one or two of those in your whole career because they're really rare. I think it's only it might be only the third time I've ever seen it in a game. But yeah, it's an awful shot from Palmer and Villa survive. Learn it when I play, mate. It's if you learn it when you play, you should have known it wasn't a penalty, bro. Where can I watch the game? Total Sport Tech links aren't working. Well, if someone wants to provide a link, like always, I will pin the comment. I know some people in chat do that stuff. It's a foul on Rodgers, free kick to Aston Villa. 27 minutes gone. We're going to time out that. But in chat again. This is the third bot I've had to time out already, man. Mouth breather went for the wall when the top corner was free. So I mean, you got to score those. The goalkeeper physically cannot cover the goal. We have players on the line because it's the only way to defend it. Because you should score. Realistically, you should score. But it's awful. Is my camera flipped on TikTok? No. The camera's the same. Camera is the same. Larry Johnson says, hold up the Chels. Your boy Palmer just missed a sitter, bro. Are you still up the Chels? Is Cucurella for Chelsea? Into Sancho. I'm reeling them in. Reeling them in. Reeling them in. How much money you spent? You spent $1.5 billion to be slightly better than Villa. Well done, mate. Welcome to coping with Champions League and League. Yeah, it's rough out here. It is rough out here. Enzo Fernandez. Nearly half an hour gone here. 1-0 Chelsea. Oh, man, it should be 1-1 though. I'm still like at head loss as to how Ollie Watkins missed that chance. 1-on-1. Any striker should bury that. Lovely catch from Martinez from the cross. Newcastle fan last season was a nightmare. Yeah, I mean, we've had European hangover for like most of the season so far. I think Emery's accidentally winded himself as he come for this cross here. I think he's just having a little bit of a breather here, based on his reaction. Yeah, he's landed right on his back, so that probably did really hurt. Oh my god. What's going on? I've just seen I'll look to my chat, I hear mistake Martinez, and I see him and Jackson on the floor together. But the ball doesn't go in. What happened? I literally look at I look over to my chat for 1 second when we have the ball with our goalkeeper. What happened here? Oh my god. Emery tried to make a pass and he gave it straight to Jackson, and then Jackson was wearing Timberland because the ball just literally trampolines off his boot and Emery's able to go at him again. What is going on? What is going on in this game? This game has been absolute chaos. We're doing back passes. We're doing awful passes. You've got Palmer missing sitters. You've got Jackson wearing Timberlands. And now we've got Emery having issues with his hands. Oh, here we go. Jackson's touch there was so heavy. It's actually impressive to have a touch that heavy in that situation. Like, he's rolled it into you and it's just like trampolined off his boot. I don't know what he was doing there, though, Emmy. I like... Oh. Is he... I'm just looking at his hand. Is his hand fine? Hopefully his hand's fine. Enjoy the game, fella. Up the Blues. Keep right on. Aren't you in League One struggling? Aren't you behind Wickham in League One? And let's have a classified check of the League One table. Yeah, you are below Wickham and Wrexham in League One. All the money you spent to be below Wickham is wild. Absolutely wild. Wickham Wanderers. Enzo Fernandez to take the corner for Chelsea. Man. There is zero shame in the footballing world, I swear. Oh, the referee has come over and he's seen Enzo has tried to cheat with his corner hit. If he moves it over, I swear to God, Enzo. If you dare roll this ball forward. Okay, he's not going to. I thought he was going to cheat then and roll the ball forward again. It is going to be an Enzo Fernandez corner for Chelsea. Right-footed. Terrible. Doesn't even beat the first man. Cash with the header away. Yeah, this game has been chaos. It's been chaos. We've seen the first shot of the game go in with Philogene. I mean, it was a tackle by Cucurella which worked, but he got hacked into by Cucurella. We've seen Watkins go one-on-one, clean through and miss. We've seen a back pass, which led to a Cole Palmer shot being abysmal, straight down the middle of the goal. We've seen Emi Martinez with the mistake roll the ball out. Pass the ball out towards Cash, but he gives it straight to Jackson. But Jackson was wearing Timberlands because it trampolined off his boot, went back to Emi. It's been an absolute mess of a game. Absolute mess of a game. AJ, the Blues lost their big derby day against Shrewsbury. They never win any of that. To losing to Shrewsbury Town in a league game is just, mate. You can't even banter teams like Plymouth Argyle. You know, if you lose to Shrewsbury in a league game in League One, how you can chat to any Prem team? You can't even chat to Wolves. Can't chat to West Brom, Coventry, because how do you rebuttal? Yeah, you lost to Shrewsbury. No matter what you say to me, yeah, you lost to Shrewsbury. Sanchez with a terrible clearance, Villa throwing. 33 minutes gone it. Still 1-0 to Chelsea. Digne will take the throw for Aston Villa. It's a long throw towards Rodgers, caught by Sanchez. That's good goalkeeping, in fairness. Sanchez drills his... Oh, it's a good pass as well. Looking for Jackson. He finds it. Really good goalkeeping, in fairness. Sancho. Ball finds its way back to Jackson. Edge of the box here. Cuts past Philogene. Kamara there for support. Gets the block in. And with double deflection, Chelsea still have it. Sancho. Has that gone directly wide? That's gone directly wide! Sancho's shot nearly hits the corner flag. He's screaming for a deflection. I mean, that could have been a foul. If he goes down there under Kamara's challenge, that could have been given as a foul, you know. You know what? This is why players go down, right? See, this is why I'm fairly unbiased as a commentator on this channel. Kamara goes in for a challenge. He actually catches the knee. I've just seen Robert Sanchez diving head of the ball away. Anyway, he catches the knee of Sancho, but he doesn't go down. And then his shot was awful. He could have dived there after the contact, and maybe a penalty gets given for that. But you stay on your feet. Unfortunately, you don't get decisions, and that's what I don't. That's one of the things I don't like about football, where you have to go down, and it just encourages diving. Because I feel like fouls should be given even if you don't go down. But they never want to give, especially in the box, they never want to give a foul unless you go down. But Kamara doesn't get the ball there. So I don't think there's a lot in his defence. Enzo Fernandez, 2-0. Oh my God. What a finish. 2-0 to Chelsea. Great strike from Enzo. Does he hit that with the outside of his laces? So outside his boot, I should say, not his laces. Well, it could be his laces, could be the outside of his boot, but it's 2-0 Chelsea regardless. It's far too easy, man. It's just far too easy. No one closed down the shot. Yeah, it is the outside of his boot. He's done that. Konza and Torres not there. I mean, to be fair, our holding midfielders are also not present too, so that they're having to cover, and they couldn't. I've just seen a Chelsea fan with a half and half scarf in the crowd. My my disappointment is immeasurable. The camera shows a fan right behind the goal with a Chelsea Villa half and half scarf. I'm already sad enough as it is. About time Chelsea beat Villa at home. I mean, the fact that we've went to their ground the last 2 years and beat them twice. I mean, we're only being fair, Torres into Digne. Back to Torres again. Yeah, defensively we've been shite this season. It's not been just a reflection of today. We have just been so poor this season. And we got Brentford at home next week, Southampton at home the week after. Got to win those games. You got to win those games. Oh, chance to Ollie Watkins. Does well! Ollie Watkins doesn't get the shot away. Oh, he manages to manoeuvre his way inside the box somehow. Doesn't manage to get the shot away, unfortunately. Chelsea fans want a foul. Not given. He's still rolling around like his Neymar. Kamara. Oh, Lavia's still rolling. Why is he still rolling? Still rolling about. Where's the sniper? Where is the sniper? He wins it. Yeah, Rodgers wins the ball. What is Lavia crying about? What's going on? It's the most nothing tackle ever. He barely touches him, so I don't know why he was rolling around there. I always get on Cash's back, but Cash running away from the player with the ball rather than closing down the shot is just an interesting choice to make in their goal. And then he gives the ball away as well here, for goodness sake, man. Like I said, for all the Chelsea lot, you lot weren't here when we beat you 1-0 last season at the Bridge and 2-0 the season before the Bridge. You weren't chatting then, were you? Weren't chatting then. It's took you 3 years to chat. Crazy. Because I had no Chelsea fan in the stream yapping then. Cucurella goes long looking for Jackson. Won back by Tielemans towards John McGinn. McGinn wants a foul, but he's not going to get it. Yeah, they were mid-table. They were mid the last 2 years. Fofana. In towards Colwell. Cucurella. This it's so annoying though. It's the story of Villa season. Watkins makes that 1-1. The game's completely different. You got to score those chances in football. And yeah, when you're in on goal, he does the hard part. He rolls Colwell and sends him into next Tuesday. But you got to then get the shot. You got to get the shot perfect. Not even, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's 1-on-1. Just get the shot far enough away from the keeper. It doesn't even have to be fully in the corner. But he just scuffs it straight down the middle, and I'm like, you can't do that in the Premier League. Palmer's shot is terrible. It was going wide anyway, but kept in play by Martin. He's gonna come off here. He's indicating he wants a sub. I think his hands are hurting. I mean, this could get worse. Martinez has signalled, and I think that means his game is over. Villa thump it long. And without Martinez in goal, I worry for this game. Torres. Tielemans does well here. He did do well until he was dispossessed by Neto. He's got to be stronger there, Tielemans. Got to be stronger there. Sancho on the left. Watkins still has like 20% people that have him on FPL somehow. A fifth of the FPL player base has Watkins up front. I don't know what to tell those people, man. Don't know what to tell them. Rodgers, good control. Into Philogene. It's a decent chance for Villa, this. Okay, well, that just sums up the game. What is that from Philogene? Oh my god. That's absolutely awful. Caicedo into Palmer. Chelsea need to win by 4 and we go second. Well, if Martinez has to go off, there's a chance of that. United above Villa. Well, you do have a new manager, so I'll be surprised. It is 2-0 to United as well. Xerxes has scored. Every manager gets a new manager bounce. We'll have to see how good Emery is when he plays a tough side. I can have a look at United's fixtures and see what games they've got coming up. But their real test is going to have to come up soon. Before Eddie Howe. See, you lot don't say anything to... I say you lot specifically to just 2 people in chat, but Harry and Paul. You don't say anything to George when Newcastle have also fell off a cliff. But I get all the stick. If you go into Newcastle's comment section, it's very toxic towards Eddie Howe right now. I should support Radnik, but yeah. I should support Bosnian side. We've got a good chance of beating us right now. Kamara into Tielemans. This is why we shouldn't have gone out of the cup, you know. Oh, fucking hell, man. Tielemans' pass is awful into Ollie. Yeah, poor game. Poor game, man. Why is so bad right now? Well, a lot of reasons. I think one of the biggest reasons, you know, selling Diaby. I think people are starting to maybe see how influential Diaby was for Villa last season. A lot of Villa's goals, even if Diaby didn't get the goal or the assist, it came through Diaby. Like his pace or, you know, an incisive pass in midfield that led to the goal. You have a look at a lot of our highlights, which I did yesterday and the day before. Diaby is involved in a lot, you know. Same with Moreno as well. And I know we bought in Ian Matson, but Moreno's been brilliant for Forest this season as well. Yeah. If any Villa fan is an idiot and says Emery out, ignore him and block him, because he's the only manager that we've had to get us into the top four. Literally, the last manager to get us into top four was in the 90s. So we are, let's not be stupid yet. I think he has I don't care if we finish 15th. I still want Emery in charge. All right, Kieran, that made me laugh. That cheered me up. 5 minutes, still half time. Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0. Oh, Colwell's so lucky there. If Ollie Watkins is just behind Colwell, the ball just ricochets off his heel and goes backwards, but no Villa player there to chase the loose ball. Goal scorers Jackson and Enzo Fernandez for Chelsea. Football's game of fine margins, man. Game of fine margins. Ollie makes it 1-1. Despite the fact we're 2-0 down, we had the best chance in the game. A clear as day 1-on-1 with Sanchez, with Ollie Watkins. He scuffs it down the middle. And like Chelsea's goals were good, but they weren't as clear cut as ours. And it's so frustrating to see that we haven't scored. Chance for Watkins again! And again, it's a poor, tame shot in front of goal. Ollie Watkins again in front of goal. And it's so poor. Really good pass from Philogene. The ball just seems to get stuck at Ollie's feet there. Look, it's a lot more difficult of a chance than the last one. It's similar to Jackson's opportunity, actually, that he scored. 2 big chances for Ollie, man. At least 1 big chance and 1 decent chance for Ollie. And he's failed to score either. Oh, gotta take these chances, man. Seriously. It's Cole Palmer for Chelsea. I'm on Virgin Media, so that might explain it. Virgin Media latency is unbelievable. Genuinely. I would recommend it to anyone. If you got Sky, rethink about your deal with them. Because Virgin Media offer just a lot better. Watkins needs drop. Yeah, but you do that. But Duran has also hasn't been great this season as well. So, well, in the last few games at least. So, like, you could drop Ollie, but he's getting into the positions. I'd rather someone miss loads of chances than not have any chance in the game at all. Because at least he shows he's doing the right thing. A little bit like what Darwin Núñez does sometimes. He misses chances, but he's always a threat, you know? Watkins is worst in the league at one-on-ones. Ironically, I think one of the worst in the league at one-on-ones is Calvert-Lewin. He scores a lot of headers, but I've known him. I can think of 3 different moments in my head where he's in the last year where he's missed a one-on-one. 2 of them have been against Aston Villa, so he's probably done more than that. He's one. I think he's one of the worst. I think Ollie's just had a bit of an off season. That's all. He should score more goals. I fully agree. AJ, not anymore. I moved over. I'm on Virgin Media. I get a gigabit download speed as well on internet. I had a full upgrade on everything, which is amazing. Thoughts on Wesley Fofana? Good defender. He was sent to next Tuesday by Ollie with the one-on-one, but he's played okay this game. Other than that moment was terrible for him, but other than that, he's played well. Like, that could go into, like, Wesley Fofana fail highlight compilation. But other than that, I think he's been pretty solid. Need a new right back. Mate, I have said this for years. This is the statement of, need a new right back, Matty ain't good enough. I've said for 4 years. And we still have him at right back. But I'm called negative, right? I'm called negative. And I've said for 4 years he's not good enough. Even before we were fighting for Europe. Matty Cash is not good enough. If you're a Champions League team, Matty Cash, for most of his career, was a winger and converted to fullback, partially at Forest, but he's played more games on the wing than at right back for Forest. Signed for Villa and played all his career at Villa at right back. He's not a natural right back, and you can tell. Oh, it drives me insane. He's so bad. He works hard. Matty, and I'll give him that. He works hard, but my God, he's shit. Oh, drives me insane. Their second goal, like, encapsulates Matty Cash defensively. Rather than close down Enzo Fernandez, he, like, runs alongside him and allows him to get the shot away. Judd, mate, he's literally the reason we can see the second goal. Come on, man. We've got to have standards at this club. We have to have standards at this football club. Yeah, we are winless in 8 now. Because bar a miracle, I mean, we don't win this game. So it's half time. It's 2-0 to Chelsea. Very disappointing. Very disappointing showing. I mean, we've created some big chances and missed them all. We can see the back pass. Martinez gives the ball away, and thankfully Jackson was wearing Timberlands in that moment because it just trampolined off his feet, but that easily could have been 2-0. Wasteful in possession at times. We've had so many chances, like 3-on-3, where we just fuck up the pass. And then, like Chelsea, on the other end, have been quite decent with their. They've not created like too many chances, but they've been clinical, and we haven't. It's that simple. The difference in this game is they're clinical and we're not. You can literally narrow it down to that because the stats are very similar. Just they're clinical. They are clinical. Ollie Watkins hat-trick incoming. I'm going to Ipswich away on Tuesday. Fair enough, mate. Hope you enjoy. No, I don't go up with the team. You know, you win, lose, or draw. You stick with the team through it all, right? And you know, we nearly got relegated a couple of years ago with Dean Smith and hung on to the final day, and we got 35 points that season. And I was with us the whole way through, and that was a tough season to go through, right? We've had 2 very good seasons back to back with Unai Emery. We're having a bit of a rough patch now. We have slumped down to, where are we in the table? 12th. With 5 wins, 4 draws, and if we lose today, that'll be 4 losses. Like, we're still, 10 points above the bottom 3. Despite this, right? This is how crazy this is. We're 4 points off Man City. City lose today. Like, Villa have fell off a cliff, right? We've absolutely fell off a cliff. We're still only 4 points behind Man City. If you told me that 13 games into the season, you're 4 points behind Man City, I'd be buzzing. Yeah. So, yeah, our format has gone. There's no doubt about that. But we're still, we're not going to be in any relegation trouble. And we're going to be, I think, if it does continue the way it does, we probably finish mid-table. At least I'd hope that we get some form back at some point and just not be this inconsistent throughout the rest of the season. And I would love a top 6 finish, top 7 with. Honestly, Conference League, get me back in. Part 2, go another round of Olympiacos. But for how bad we've been, I mean, it shows you how shit the rest of the Premier League is because we've been dismal for weeks now, and we're still only 12th, which is like mental to think about. Well, I've missed loads of comments, and I apologise. Yeah, wouldn't mind Conference League again. You say found out, we're 12th. We're literally 3 points. What, have City been found out? Has Pep's system been found out? Because they've lost a few games and they drew to Feyenoord. I'm going to ask the chat that. Are City found out? Needing one more Caicedo foul, £800. Shall I cash out for 400? You could just take the money. You could play it safe. You got to play it how you want, but you could just take the money. Just missing the goals. There's no goals in this team, man. Like I've said before, and I'll say it again. If Ollie's having a bad day, we're having a bad day because the goals go through him. Last season we had Bailey and Diaby helping out. This season Diaby's gone and Bailey has been absolutely terrible. I'll go 1-0. How about that? Yeah, Watkins should have at least scored 1, if not 2. 2 massive chances in the game. A 1-on-1 and then a shot just outside the 8-yard box. Both should have gone in. Realistically, both should have gone in, and he misses both. And that's the difference in football. You know, they've created, despite the fact they're winning 2-0 and they've been the better side, we've still created the best chance of the whole game, and we haven't scored. Which is just, yeah. Unbelievable. Tielemans had a great start to the season. Tielemans has looked quite shit now for a couple of weeks, which is so weird because for the first, 5-6 weeks of the season, he was probably our best player. And yeah. Yeah, Kai, what about those shots though? Unless you've been watching the game, Ollie Watkins with a literal 1-on-1, which Chelsea have not even had in the game, which he should have scored. And then the other one was a pass from Philogene into Watkins just outside the 8-yard box with no defender in sight, and he puts that also at Sanchez. So 2 massive chances for Watkins, and he misses them both. I don't know what to say other than that. Like, you'd expect anyone to score. You'd expect Nunes. Yeah, just outside the 8-yard box, yeah. 6-yard box, I should say. Brain's gone. Brain is gone. Villa fans cream over Watkins normally. I was hearing he was best striker in the league a month ago. No one said he's best striker in the league. Unfortunately, he's the second best English striker. Because you've got what, Solanke. You've got well, I mean, I remember when Callum Wilson was in the debate. So that, you know, that's how dire the striker situation is at England. Yeah. Tielemans having a howler. Yep, he is indeed. He is indeed. But we move. It's not just him. I'm not going to pick on just Tielemans. In fairness, defensively, it's the story of the season, isn't it? Story of the season. You know, Chippy Chips. Yeah, I tell you what, Palmer's been one of their worst players. So the only, it's not even a positive to take, but the 2 players that shiver have not really done anything in the game. Palmer had a free kick. Oh, I've just seen the second Watkins chance. It's a huge chance, man. Oh my life, that's painful. Thanks for the dono from Galaxy. Appreciate you, man. As he says, terrible first half. Yeah, he got an assist. He also missed a sitter. So yeah, you see. One thing about assists, which I really hate, is, you know, there's one of the most famous goals that Messi scored, right? When he dribbles through, like, I can't remember who they were playing. It might have been Sociedad. Dribbles through an entire team and scores. And Xavi got an assist for a 1-yard pass. It goes down on his stats as an assist. Because he did a 1-yard little layoff into Messi before Messi went and scored. So assists can be deceiving. Can be deceiving. Palmer made the goal. Okay. Olsen's coming out. It's over. It is over. Emi Martinez injured, so it doesn't matter. We've got one of the worst backup goalkeepers in the league, so yeah. I could end stream now. It is just over. Olsen is terrible. I've seen enough Olsen ball in my life. But Emi Martinez was asking for a sub, so we'll see if he's coming on. It would be. It would honestly kill them. I mean, Mamu's already gone anyway. Rather you keep him also. He's so bad. He's so bad. Oh man. Just reading through some comments on TikTok, not TikTok, on Twitter. Matty Cash and Watkins need to be subbed off. Both shit today and have been for months. Is a difficult pill to swallow for some Villa fans, I think. Maatson, Barkley, Bailey, and Duran on for McGinn, Jaden, Rogers, and Ollie. 4 subs. We'll never make that, but 4 subs would be interesting. AJ, support Radnick. Ben. We are back to being okay. Let's calm down now. Let's calm down, guys. Look, football is very It's a reactive sport, right? I get it because if City win today, everyone is laughing at Liverpool, despite the fact that Liverpool have been brilliant this season. It's a reactive sport. If Liverpool lose today, all their comment section will be laughing emojis and people saying like, "Oh, you thought Slot was gonna win the league," or So we got to take it game by game. Season's a long season. If City do get beat, despite how bad Villa have been, we're 4 points behind Man City. We're 3 points behind top 6. We have a long way to go. Long way to go. So, and we've still won more games than we've drawn and lost, which is, the most important thing. Do Newcastle fans hit the panic button because they're having a difficult time as well? Do Everton? I mean, I don't think Everton are going to go down, but they're 2 points off the relegation zone. You wouldn't say, "Oh, Everton are going down," or you wouldn't say any of the teams. The only one you could even say is Southampton, but it's 4 points. We're too early, far too early in the season. Southampton could finish mid-table. Probably not, but it's football. You never know. You never know. So it's fun to be reactive and stuff, but I don't do things for clicks. I say it as it is, and we just need to treat every game individually, one by one, see how it goes. We got next week. We got Brentford at home, and we got Southampton home the week after, and that's where hopefully we start getting our form back. Win those games, we move up the table. Confidence is back. Hopefully, Villa can start kicking on again. I don't think people. I think overreacting. I think there's a major overreaction. We were pretty good against Juve. Should have won that game. We were completely robbed by the officials to disallow a perfectly normal, fine goal right at the end of the game, and that would have been a huge win and a huge lift for Villa. We made that Juve team look very poor, and yeah. So I just people are reactionary. It's football. People are reactionary. Someone said, "Yeah, should we play Maatson?" I like Maatson. I think he's a good defender. Digne offers, I think, better crosses. Maatson offers a bit better pace, so maybe bringing Maatson on and as a sub is a better idea because he can, run at tired defenders. Yeah, but Louis, mate, or is it Lewis? We also had several players. We still have several players injured now. You can't use injuries as an excuse. I can say the reason why we're mid-table now is we've had Kamara out for most of the season. Literally, our back four here today, we've barely had all season because we've had Konza out. Matty Cash has been injured. We've just had an array of issues this season with injuries, so you can use excuses for injuries, but I don't see what that does. I don't see what that does. You should have enough depth to cover any injury. That's why, United weren't given that as an excuse last season, and they had loads of injuries. So, why give it to some teams and not others? Olsen is coming on officially. Oh my life. Olsen is on. Okay. It could be a cricket score here. It could be a cricket score. But yeah, like I said, I'll say it again. People are just far too reactionary in football. Far too reactionary. We beat Brentford next week, and then suddenly all this goes away. With 3 points. 3 points off 6th place. 4 points behind Man City. 4. And they have Liverpool. Like I said, if Liverpool lose today, their comment section will be people laughing at them. And they've had a great season. So football is just reactionary. And we need to, like, you know, we need to not be so quick to jump and say, you know, it's just some very silly things. Olsen on for Emi Martinez. I think he injured his fingers in the challenge with Jackson. He was asking for a sub before half time, so I'm not surprised that the sub has now actually happened. Olsen, 89th minute goal. Olsen, 90th minute bicycle. Yeah, but what does that do? Villa to a diamond. What does it do? I think they know. And, you know, you say we're playing shit right now, and we've not been great, but, you know, we deserve to win. Not only we deserve to win against Juve, we got robbed of a win against Juve because of a terrible VAR decision. So I don't really see the point in being that way. We are underway for the second half. It is Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0. Here's another point as well. Why wasn't Enzo Fernandez suspended for that whole racist issue he had with the Argentinian plane? But there's now been a suspension for a Spurs player for the same thing. Chats for Villa though. John McGinn does brilliantly. McGinn! Saved by Sanchez. Villa with a huge... Well, I'll say Villa with a decent chance inside the first 20 seconds of the game, of the second half. John McGinn on his right foot, bends it towards the far corner. It's a great save, in fairness. Great save from Sanchez. But a decent start at the second half. Okay, mate. Camera pans over to Durant. I'm sure he'll probably come on in this game. Cook around for Chelsea. It is the back three. I was thinking this earlier. It is definitely a back three now. Carl into Fofana. Seeing what the Villa fans are saying with Wilson coming. Everyone is negative. It's not a single positive comment on the tweet. Someone says, "I'm crying. Oh no, this day is going from bad to worse. Fuck off. Forfeit the game." If you don't laugh, you cry, innit? If you don't laugh, you cry. Fofana for Chelsea. 2 minutes into second half, still 2-0. I think if that McGinn shot had just a little bit more conviction on it, it probably does go in, but it was accurate but not powerful enough. Is Neto for Chelsea. Into Caicedo, edge of the box. Scoop pass into Cole Palmer. Oh, great interception by Pau Torres and a good clearance by Olsen. Are Emery, Awanka, Arteta better? You do realise you got people in your fan base that still want Arteta sacked, you know? like Lee Gunner, and like all the lot on Lee Gunner's channel. So you say that, but not even your fan base. Some of your fan base aren't even convinced. Cucurella for Chelsea. Back heel from Neto into Enzo. Well done by McGinn. Does well to win the ball there. Olsen. Decent idea looking for Philogene, but doesn't find its target. I will say, Olsen had a brilliant game away at Brighton. If you guys remember that last season, when under that spell towards the end of last season when Villa were just tired and yeah, the gas tank had truly gone. We got knocked out of Europe and yeah, we're just hoping to crawl over the line towards the end of the season. Olsen against Brighton was brilliant. He saved the penalty. I think got man of the match despite the fact we lost, which was really funny. So there are, unfortunately, it's a few and far between performance for Olsen, but it shows he can do something sometimes. But yeah. But he got man of the match on the day, which is quite funny. Decent idea from Torres to Watkins, but it's just ahead of him slightly. Guys, I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok. Please do double tap the screen. I appreciate all your support as always. I've got stats on screen as well on YouTube for better viewing. I'm missing a stat actually, so I just need to change something. You bear with me. There we go. sad AJ time. Andrew, who's your favourite Villa player at the moment? I still like Rodgers because he's quite entertaining to watch. Dribbles quite well. McGinn's screaming for a foul on Rodgers, but he's not going to get it. He said Villa are one season wonders. We finished in Europe for 2 years in a row. So what is it? Two season wonders? Long ball towards Jackson. Flag stays down for now. Takes a while to control the ball. And he does lose the ball. And eventually the flag comes up. $51 gone. Chelsea 2. Aston Villa 0. Very slow second half start. Elsewhere, it's Tottenham 1, Fulham 0. Man United, I think, lead 3-0 at home to Everton under new manager Ruben Amorim. Good result for Spurs, that, if they hold on. Good tackle by Tielemans. Kamara. Oh, Kamara dispossessed by Enzo. Good ball to Jackson. Over the bar. Terrible shot from Jackson. He's just blasted that. There's no composure on the shot there from Jackson. I think he had maybe he had more time than he. I don't know. I think he had more time than he thought, basically. And he's just absolutely hammered that over the bar. You know, Emery chatting with the fourth official here. Long ball to Ollie Watkins. Good takedown as well. Ollie cross towards McGinn, sliding in. Poor pass actually by I think was that Lavia? Kamara chance for Villa. Into Philogene in the box. Overlap with Cash. Villa want a handball, waved away. Villa want a penalty. Is he gonna book Philogene for diving? Oh my life. Ha! Philogene has been booked for simulation. Well, Villa won't handball. You're not gonna get handball for that. And is this a dive? Yeah, it's a dive. It's a dive. Oh my life. Oh my god, man. I can't be asked. I can't be asked. It's a dismal dive. Big lips, mate. You always support your local, no matter what. Jackson. Into Palmer. That's a poor pass. Olsen gets it off the floor. No, my dad does. My dad lives in the Solihull area, so he goes sometimes. Get back in your box, Villa. Okay. Yeah, football's definitely not a reactionary sport, guys. Should Man City go back to mediocre? Should go back to mediocrity because they've lost a few games in a row. Is that how this works? Is Pep finished? That's what I mean. Football's far too reactionary. I think it's just in the social media age because it's like entertainment. But according to you lot, Pep's finished, so what do I know? Torres. Tielemans back to Olsen. Yeah, Edison. I've never rated Edison. Oh, that's one of the hills I die on. I've never rated him. Oh, Watkins as well, actually, to dispossess Colwill. Chance of Villa, Philogene. Gets a corner. BCFC 10, you lost to Shrewsbury Town in League One. I don't have to say anything else. I literally don't have to say another thing. Don't have to say another thing. Guys, we have 222 people in the live stream. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. As in, like, double tap screen. If you haven't followed the Villa account, you can follow me, you know? There's not many Villa... Okay, you're just trying to... This guy here. This is shameless. This is shameless from that BCFC account. Look at that. Absolutely shameless. They don't even know who you are. Yeah, so you got 200 people in the live. Thank you, as always. I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok, so feel free to go over and follow and do all that good stuff. Share the stream. We've got a lot of new followers today. Corner comes in. McGinn's header's looping, and that will be a goal kick to Chelsea. Mate, Chelsea don't even know what a Birmingham City is. I guarantee you they couldn't name a single player you have. Absolutely guarantee it. I was born and raised in Birmingham and I went to uni here, so you have no idea what you're on about. Listening to you is more enjoyable than the game on TV. Well, I keep it real on this channel. I'll keep it real here. You don't think I have an accent? You are waffling, pal. Chelsea sent a Blues player called Boga. What are you talking about? Wow, your player. You know your player. That's crazy. Yeah, name a Blues player, because that's your player. Don't go on Wikipedia. He's trying to say that he knows a player. It's literally your player. And we did in 1982. So I don't know what you're talking about. Is there an injury to Colwell here? Oh, Balashile is coming on. And they've just said Edison has been dropped. BCFC 10 says he's still on about 1982 embarrassing. Well, talk about your trophies, because you've only ever won 2 in your whole history. Never won the league. Never won the FA Cup. Never won anything in Europe. Barely ever been in Europe. So, we can talk about history because we have it. What do you have? Not even an FA Cup is crazy. To call yourself a big club, right? And it's self-proclaimed big club. And to not win an FA Cup is just... Yeah. Smaller than Wolves. And West Brom. Smaller than Wolves and West Brom as well. Bro, AJ... yeah, I had more fun doing that yesterday, bro. I had more fun. Half an hour to go yet. Kamara tries to go long towards Philogene. Palmer. I gotta say, it's been a very dead second half. Neto. Crosses port. I'm just going to chill here, enjoy my drink. He did send Digne. He did the hard bit. And then his cross was awful. So if you're going to send Digne, which you did that quite well, your cross has got to be better. How do you do that so well and then do so bad with the cross? I don't know. Book in for cash with a foul on Enzo Fernandez. How did Chelsea still not have a sponsor on their shirt, by the way? I swear they've had this trouble before. We've got Southampton in 2 games, Mike. So, at home. So, yeah. Ross Barkley coming on for Villa. And we should have won against Juve. With a terrible VAR decision. And that was literally daylight robbery. So that would have been a win. And that was literally the very last game we played. Kamara off. Barkley on. Former Chelsea man as well. So he gets a good applause from the Chelsea crowd. I'm surprised he's leaving Tielemans on. I think Kamara's been the better of the 2. And he's the more defensive of the 2. So maybe that's the idea, but I don't know. Trophy. Well, we've got to 4 finals since the year 2000. And we got to a semi-final last year and we lost to the eventual winner. We just need to take competition seriously. We don't take the League Cup seriously enough for me. And I think that's one of the major downsides of this club. We've never taken the League Cup seriously. Yeah. We even got to a final as recent as 2020, but we lost to City 2-1. Yeah, we've lost a lot of finals. That's the issue with Villa. We get to the finals and then don't win it. We've got to probably more finals than our rivals have ever been to. Like in the last 20 years, I think we've been to more finals than some of our apparent rivals have ever. When do you think you'll finish top 4? Like how many years? It could be this shit. Like again, people need to be not so reactive. Like if anyone really thinks that Man City are not going to be in a title race, they're stupid. City have lost, right? 4 games and drawn 1 in the last 5, right? In all competitions. You'd be stupid to think Manchester City are out of a title race, or the City have fell off, or anything like that. You would be stupid to think that. So football's just reactive. People like to react in sport like this. City haven't fell off. Pep hasn't lost. I mean, he might have lost his mind a little bit if you've seen his interview. If you know, you know. But like, you'd be stupid to say like Pep's finished, right? You know, just need it's people react. You know, it is what it is. People react because it gets views and clicks, and they have a nice time. I could take the piss here and be like, this club is a disgrace, and I'd get loads of views on a video. I'm not like that. I'll never be like that. Literally, unless we go on a 10 losing streak, I'll probably be like that then. But I'm not going to be like this. It's just fake. There's too many fake people online, man. Like there's like some channels will be like, oh, an embarrassing win we've just got, and I'm like, how can a win be embarrassing? You can have a bad win. You can have a bad win, but like you can't have an embarrassing. There's no such thing, I don't think, as an embarrassing win, because it's a win. A win is a win at the end of the day. What is Konza doing? Just seeing a replay here. I will say Olsen does really well. Jackson has a chance. Again, he's wearing Timberlands, man. For a guy who can finish very well, his touch is terrible. His touch is absolutely terrible at times. And it allows Olsen to just dive at his feet. If Jackson wants to be in the conversation for like top 2, top 3 best striker in the league, he's got to have a better touch than that. Although I would still take current Jackson over current Ollie. McGinn complaining as he wanted Villa to have an advantage, but the referee pulled it back for a free kick. I literally just said it, Olivia, if you were listening, but sure. $65 gone, Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0. Couple changes for Aston Villa. I literally said I would still take current Jackson over current Ollie. But I'm making a genuine criticism of Jackson's game, which I think a lot of Chelsea fans will even have. That his touch can be terrible. He finishes well, but if he wants to be in the top end of the striker conversation, you're talking like in the Haaland. He's nowhere near the Haaland conversation as an example. And a lot of that is down to things like his touch. There's 2 occasions where he could have scored goals where he's had a heavy touch. I mean, literally Martinez gave him a tap in. He passed it straight to him, and it trampolined off his boot. And then one-on-one with Olsen just then, a very heavy touch in on goal. And Olsen's able to go down at his feet. One of the worst backup keepers in the league, able to pounce at your feet. Yeah, his finishing is good. I've said this about Jackson. His finishing... It didn't start great at Chelsea, but he's starting to get a little bit better with his finishing. I'd say he's definitely more consistent now than Ollie Watkins. I mean, he had one shot in the first half on target and he scored. So yeah, it's weird in football. It's like you can't criticize players. I don't know why people are like this. It's like, well, this player scored, so he can't get any criticism. You can still say something about a player. Duran has a shot charged down. Look, I like Duran. Duran has a powerful shot, right? But Duran can be very inconsistent. That's he can be very good one week, terrible the next. You can criticize any player. It's okay. You can calm down. Header away by Claret, kept in play by... I thought it was going to be kept in play by Bailey. Throwing to Aston Villa on the far side. I see. Isak's had a terrible season. Isak was very good last year. He's been a shadow of himself this year. And it's one of the reasons why Newcastle and Villa have both fell off. But Newcastle and Villa still both mid-table. Philogene started. Bailey's just been poor. Bailey's yet to score a Premier League goal, so I think that was a tactical decision rather than an injury one. That's my opinion. It could have been a little knock on Bailey maybe, but he's already on off the bench now. Tielemans for Villa into Barkley. Tries to find his way through to Bailey. We've got a good block in there. Ball from Palmer into Jackson. Okay. I need to not read my TikTok comments. I just need to not read them. Thoughts on Philogene today? You might have said, but I wasn't here. He's had some moments that he's done some things well, some things terribly. I mean, there was a chance towards the end of the first half where we were 2-on-2, and he just literally passes the ball straight to Fofana, like literally at his feet with no power. And then in the second half, he attempts a horrendous dive in the box, and I'm like, there are things you do well, Jaden, and there are things you do terribly. Sancho for Chelsea. Deflected. That's going to be a corner to Chelsea. 20 minutes to go at the bridge. Still 2-0. Villa season start was good, but now, yeah, it happens. It happens in sport, you know? Like I said, we win against Brentford, and suddenly, you know, people's opinions change. We could win. We got Brentford at home and then Southampton at home. Football is fast. Like let's have a look at who Chelsea play, right? Chelsea have got... okay, well, they've got Southampton away. So they'll win that. And then they've got Spurs. If they get beat by... Say Chelsea get battered 3-0. Probably won't happen. But say Chelsea get battered 3-0 by Tottenham, right? You go into their comment section and it'll be all, you know, things like Chelsea are washed, Chelsea are finished. You know, Enzo isn't all that. You know, the comment section is always like that. It's football's so reactive. Chelsea have been brilliant this season. Liverpool have been brilliant. Like I said, if Liverpool get beat today, just have a quick look in their comment section and you'll see it all. Be like, Arnie Slot thought he was him. You know, you'll be seeing stuff like this. So just, people need to just be way less reactive. Corner from Palmer. Good block from McGinn. Madueke cross. Some Chelsea subs come on. I think Madueke and Nkunku and possibly some others. Cash. Duran slipped over, but he was able to keep the ball in play as he was on the floor, which is quite funny. Is Digne. Good ball into John McGinn. Left-footed cross from John McGinn. Cucurella heads it clear. It's a Villa corner. 20 minutes to go. We've had a good second half, but you can argue Chelsea have probably put their foot off the gas pedal a little bit. But it's been a solid second half from Villa. I was very worried. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I was very worried that this was going to be an absolute capitulation. And as of right now, the game is hinged on missed chances for Villa and really well taken chances for Chelsea. Probably not coming, you Wolves. I don't see where goals come from in this team. Ollie's had a poor game. We've got Ollie and Duran, so we actually have a really lightweight midfield right now. No defence. This is the issue we've got. Kamara off, so we've got Tielemans, Barkley. Neither of them are that great defensively, so a very lightweight midfield. Header from Duran and Cole. Bloody hell. Is that Fofana? Just blocked that on the line. Another bar, yeah, I've had to deal with. John Duran with a header. I mean, Sanchez might have saved that, but it was defended on the goal line. Really good block. Villa with 6 set-piece goals apparently this season, which is the most in the league. We've actually... That's crazy. People say like Mikel Arteta is the set piece god, but Villa have scored more set piece goals than any team this season. I have to deal with so many bots on the damn channel. It's so annoying. I mute and block all of these and they still come back. Corner for Villa. Sanchez only half clears it and a foul is given. We have 441 people. 441 people in live stream. Guys, you just want to watch my sadness and my downfall. 441. When we win, I don't get 400 people. I'll put it that way. I get like maybe 100 people because like the support of the other team goes because they're losing or they don't want to watch a streamer gloat over their team losing. Soon as Villa get beat, my views on this account skyrocket. It's very bittersweet. There is a hate watch going on. There is a hate watch. Guys, double tap the screen. If you're going to be here, right, and laugh at my pain, at least hit the follow button. There's not many Villa accounts on TikTok, so, you know, maybe I could be the first Villa account you follow, and you can see future tears. He wants, you know, he doesn't want to see future tears from me. Is Digne down the left. Into John Durant. Oh, poor ball from John. He's kind of like a hit and hope. Oh, Palmer on the break. This could be bad. Palmer's faster than Torres. Palmer's in. Cuts it in on his left. Good block by Pau Torres. Good recovery. Palmer, I think, should be confident to go on his right. If Palmer goes on his right foot there, he probably scores. So I don't know. I don't know why he felt the need to slow it down and try and go on his left there. As a professional footballer, you should... Surely you bat yourself on your weak foot. He allowed Pau Torres to actually cover the shot because he cut back on his left. He didn't fancy his right foot at all. Cry live now and I'll follow. Thanks for 5 roses from Bloody Demon. I appreciate that. And if I've missed any donos, I apologise because I've had a few today. John Durant scores 79th and gets another one and gets... okay. Free kick Villa, foul on... I can't even see who's down because they're facing... It is John Durant going down. I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok. AJS TV. Go follow me on YouTube. We do football videos there. I do what are they called? Match day vlogs. If you want to see all that good stuff, feel free to check it out. Olsen into Matty Cash. Yeah, it is Cash. No, Barkley even. My brain. I was like, wait, that's not Cash. Ross Barkley took the ball from right back position and now is still dribbling the ball in midfield. He has lost it though into Lavia. Had too much time on the ball there. And again, I feel like players having too much time is a bad thing because they overthink. And that's kind of what Ross Barkley just did there. Thanks for another rose from Bloody Demon. I should do Luke Bennett does a lot. Cheers for the rose of that. Cheers for the rose of that. Neto. Into Cucurella. Dean Ricketts says, come on, Villa, keep the faith. I'm trying, man. I'm trying, bro. But yeah, it's tough out here. It is tough out here. John Durant's on my mind, and his Villa's number 9. Since his contract, all I'm gonna say is his goals have dried up a little bit. I don't want to be that guy, but Duran was on fire off the bench, signs a new deal, and suddenly those goals don't happen as frequent. AJ, I'm taking your Villa sign if we win. Fine. It ain't gonna happen, so sure. Cross on the left. Neto. Tony should... Alright, I'll put it this way, Tony, pal. Using your logic, should Manchester City be worried about a mid-table finish? Should Manchester City be worried about finishing below Crystal Palace in 12th? That's the way you're chatting, bro. That's the way you're chatting. As Pep fell off. See, I keep asking this question, but no answers. Has Pep fell off? You go by your logic. And we're going. We're playing the reactionary game. You got to play the reactionary game. City have lost a lot of games. Have City fell off? See, you don't want to chat. You don't want to chat. That's interesting. City are going to finish mid-table because they've lost a few games in a row, guys. You've heard it here. Because, you know, that happens 13 games into a season. You can predict what happens. And City have lost a few games. So Peppers clearly fell off and he's washed. Here's John McGinn. Into Digne. Oh, so it's a different rule for them. Oh, that's convenient. Different rule for them. Olsen into Torres. But Man City have worse form than Southampton right now. Man City have lost. Man City won less games than San Marino. So what does that say? Just using your logic, you know. Just using the chat logic, and the chat don't like it. 1-1 against Bayern, especially after being battered last year 4-0 in our home. How you doing, Moran? Also, hello, Moran. San Marino is better than Man City and Pep Guardiola. Yeah, I mean, you go by the chat. San Marino are better than Man City because they've won more games. And Pep Guardiola fell off because they've lost 4 and drew 1. And if they get beat today, they've really fell off. Neto, it just completely demolishes all conversation. That's what I mean. Football's reactionary. Far too reactionary. I'll say it for the millionth time today. If Liverpool lose to City today, look in their comment section. It will be like, Slot thought he was him. Slot, Slot is Man City Slot. Stuff like that. You'll see it all over. Liverpool have been brilliant all season. They lose one game and suddenly the comment section is absolutely littered with cringe. And you'll also have people bantering City, right? You will have, if City lose, you'll have people laughing at City, partially because City have been so good. So people want to have they want to take their digs while they can because City win so many things. So while City are dismal right now, they want to laugh at them. But if you genuinely believe City aren't going to be in a title race this season, you are stupid. Because we all know what they do. We all know what they do. We're 13 games into a season. If Liverpool beat them, they really fell off behind. Oh, so they're not in the title race then, even. Okay. So Pepper's washed then, and City are not in the title race. Okay. Evie said it. That's all I'm going to say. Evie said it. Watkins into Bailey down the right. Bailey, good block from Cucurella. Throw into Aston Villa. Oh, he's going to keep it alive. I actually thought he was going to leave it to go out of play. This has been a terrible second half. This has been so dead. I don't think Chelsea have had a shot on target second half. We had that chance 20 seconds into the half with John McGinn, which forced a good save from Sanchez, and that's literally been all the highlights from the second half. Even Palmer had a chance, but he didn't fancy his right foot. He went on his left and he couldn't get the shot on goal. Foul from Barkley, free kick to Chelsea. Edge of the box. Yeah, Barkley just desperation lunge, tried to get the ball, missed it. Caught Palmer. One of the most obvious free kicks you're going to get. Dean says, I think some people forget all the painful years we've had. We were in the Championship 5 years ago. Like 6 years ago, Villa lost 3-0 away to Wigan Athletic. I remember in the freezing cold snow, losing 1-0 away to Bolton as they played 11 men behind the ball in the Championship. Things could be worse. 70 roses from Bloody Demon. I appreciate you, man. Palmer, edge of the box. Palmer. What a goal. What a goal. 3-0 to Chelsea. That's a great strike. Fair play. That's a brilliant goal. That's a top class goal. He's bent that in the far corner. Olsen doesn't dive. I don't think Emi Martinez saves that. 3-0 Chelsea, and if the game wasn't already over, it definitely isn't. I mean, the game was over for me at Enzo. A great finish from Palmer. My chat trying to wind me up. That's a great goal. If you can do that more for England, that'd be great. That's all I'm asking. Do that for England, pal, and I'll be right with you. Emi Buendia ready to come on as well. You were saying that about John Eustace last season, as well as Wayne Rooney. And now you're in League One. Crazy how things work. Now you're losing 3-2 to Shrewsbury. Some of your fans want your manager out now. After losing to Shrewsbury, spending 15 million in League One to be below Wickham and Wrexham. Life moves fast, you know? Little nibble. Mate, you nibble at me, I'll nibble at you. You nibble at me, pal, I'll nibble at you. Andy Max says, we look terrible, passive, no aggression. Passing is something other teams do. Expectations raised last season. We're not good enough. Tail end of last season showed a level. I think we were just really tired last year, and we still managed to finish top 4. This season has been just awful. At least in the last few weeks. We started really well. That Bournemouth game, Bournemouth scored a 96th minute equaliser, and we haven't won since. So the Bournemouth have actually killed us. Evan Nilsson has killed us. An Evan Nilsson header. It's crazy, man. Crazy. He did, mate. If Palmer can do that more for England, I'll be happy. But he can do well for England sometimes, but not always. So I want him to do more of that for England. He also says you were never beating Chelsea anyway, mate. We've also beat you at your ground the last 2 years, and you didn't score in either of those games. So it's, like I said, it's about time Chelsea won against Villa at home, because we beat you 1-0 away last year with Ollie Watkins, and then 2-0 away the year before with Ollie and a John McGinn dagger with 10 to go. So yeah, it's about time. About time, innit? My mate said we're gonna fall off because we were in the Championship 6 years ago. See, it's what I mean. Things I remember, like I said, we were in the Championship not that long ago. We were getting beat. I remember getting beat 4-0 by Sheffield United in the Championship. And Jack Grealish missed a penalty that day. Or was that when we lost 1-0? I know we had a terrible record at Bramall Lane for a while. I remember when we was it the second season in the Championship, where our goalkeeper Galini kicked the ball against a Huddersfield striker in the last minute, and they got an equaliser. We've had some dismal times in the Championship, so yeah, this is nothing. This is genuinely nothing compared to what we've seen in recent years as well. Championship to Champions League in a short space like that is crazy. So yeah, and I'll keep saying, we've been poor, right? But we are 13 games into a season, long way to go. And some people will have a dig at Villa, some people will have a dig at Man City right now. I guarantee you City will still be in a title race, and I still think Villa will do well this season. We just need to get back on track right now. That is all. But the sport's reactionary, you know? Sport is far too reactionary. I got a West Ham fan. Thoughts, mate? Don't worry, I'm a Hammers fan. See, things could be worse. I don't want to dig again, because I don't want to dig you out, but could be West Ham right now, you know? Could be West Ham. Lopetegui, I don't know how. I genuinely don't know how Lopetegui still has his job. I'm just going to be as brutal as I can. I feel like unless he's been sacked today and I don't know about it, hammered by Arsenal. I mean, losing to Arsenal must be miserable as well. I hate that. Arsenal's fan base drives me insane. They are the most entitled group ever. But yeah, despite all that though, it's not like West Ham are going to go down. It's just a bad season. Great save, Olsen. Could be 4, Madueke. How that isn't 4-0, I don't know. Is a decent save. I think Felix has hurt himself in the process. we're too lightweight in midfield because we went Duran Ollie. That's a good save, Olsen, in the first place. Good rebound save too, and then Felix. It is an open goal, but it's harsh to say an open goal. It technically is, but it's an acute angle and it's a header. So yeah, it's an open goal of sorts. Felix booked as well. Oh, that I've just seen what for. A challenge from behind on Tielemans. It was very unnecessary from João Felix. All right, James is moron, so ignore Jamie. Ignore him. Barkley into Emi Buendia. He's just come on as well. Who's an FPL right now? I haven't made FPL changes in weeks. This always happens to me. I always stop doing FPL. I always do, for some reason. I don't even mean to do it. I forget, and then I lose motivation. Seems it was dependent on New and ours. He won, so our owner will keep him. Oh, Newcastle and Arsenal. Sorry, Brian. He won, so our owner will keep him for another month minimum. There needs to be more ambition at West Ham. There needs to be more ambition, I think, because, like, yeah. I don't know. I think West Ham Stadium, you've got some of the players you've got to. I think you should be pushing towards definitely the top half of the league at the very least. Again, team Crystal Palace as well. They don't have the ambition. I don't get it. Because like Crystal Palace are an established Premier League team, but the owner doesn't show the ambition as well. I think it's just strange to me. Yeah, anyone saying Emery out is just a fake Villa fan. Yeah, or an idiot or a fake Villa fan. Doesn't matter who it is. He's got a team into top 4. Chance for Villa. Torres. Oh, what a block that is. Villa nearly got a consolation goal. What happened here with Sanchez? Oh, good save, Sanchez. It was John Duran with the shot. And I jinxed myself, I said Sanchez, one of the worst keepers in the league. I still stand by it, but he's had a good game today. So I unfortunately do have to hold that. Did I change my scoreline? I did. I thought I didn't change it then. Any game's still on 2-0, man. Any game is. Got to do goals. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, You can take it back to the Spain-England final, right? Where Spain battered England. Won the game in the end, deservedly so and comfortably so. But there was a point, the game was 1-1. Do we just say, England fans thought they were going to win it when it was 1-1? That's stupid. Why would they think that? Like, hindsight is a wonderful thing, mate. Wonderful thing. Such a weird thing in sport. That's why, another thing that really drives me insane in football is when, in decisions where games where decisions make the difference. Like, say a team wins 1-0, but before that goal, there was like a major penalty decision that the referee got wrong, and like that, changes the course of a game, right? But people will say, "Oh, but that penalty would have meant the game was 1-1." Goals change games. It drives me insane. It's like people don't play the sport or have never played the sport in their life. Goals change games, right? Just because a team would have had a penalty doesn't mean the game would have been 1-1. If that team would have gone 1-0 up, maybe they hang on for a 1-0 win and they win instead of lose. Goals change games. Ollie Watkins 1-on-1 today against Sanchez at 1-0. Massive, huge chance to equalise. Most strikers in the league bury it. And he scuffs it down the middle. If this game was 1-1, we could have had a completely different game here. But Ollie missed it and it was terrible today. Then missed another chance at literally right at the end of the first half. Could have made it 2-1. Again, second half could have been different, but he missed that too. Small margins in football. Very small margins in football. But you'd be stupid to say, the game, it doesn't matter if Ollie would have scored because the game would have been 3-1. The game's different. Goals change games. Goals change games. You got Ollie missing one-on-ones, and then you got Cole Palmer for them bending the ball in the top corner from like 30 yards, and I'm like, they're clinical, we're not. They're clinical, we're not. Because like I said, we've had big chances in this game, but not scored them, and that's the issue we've had. It's not just today; it's the issue we've had all season. All season. No goals, man. No goals in the team. Bailey's gone from having an unbelievable season last year to not even getting a Premier League goal. Diaby was a massive player for Villa last season, and we sold him because of PSR. Yeah. And we invested that money in a left back that doesn't start. You say defence is bad. The defence isn't great, but the issue is going forward, mate. Defence was really good against Juve. Juve created nothing all game. But we didn't score. I mean, VAR robbed us of a perfectly fine goal, but, other than that, on the scoreboard, it was 0-0 in that game, even though we should have won. But it's just been a problem all season. Rodgers is a great player. Rodgers doesn't score goals. Rodgers' finishing is terrible. And Ollie Watkins has had a kind of mid-season chance for Chelsea, but with Nkunku put wide. Well, every pundit thinks so, Tony, so you're arguing with a lot of people. You're looking on... If you can watch TNT Sport, everyone is in agreement. So, and the commentators at the time too. That's full time here at the Bridge, and it's finished 3-0 to Chelsea. And look, we just need to not be reactionary, We need to not be reactionary. We win against Brentford, and suddenly all the yap goes. Like I said, you can make fun of Villa in the form right now. We're still 3 points behind Forest. We're 4 points off City. Are City washed because they've lost a few games in a row? Are City not in the title race because they lost a few games in a row? We're literally 13 games into a season. If this was match day 30, maybe there would be some truth into what people are saying, but we need to calm down. Thank you guys for watching. The last comment I've replied to was point in sport and Villa never going to win anything. The point is, you support your local. You support a team that represents you and your surrounding area. I was born in Birmingham. I went to uni in Birmingham. It is part of me. Win, lose, draw, it's part of me. And yeah. And I'll never be a plastic who supports a team miles away from them with no relation to them whatsoever. Thank you all for watching, and I'll be live most likely for Aston Villa against Brentford next week, and a win there. I think we're back on the track, but we have to win. We literally have to win. Thank you all for watching. See you in a bit.